Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC Toycast, brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Icarus.
For our fans of the REC podcast, this is our inaugural first attempt at an action figure review.
Yes.
We talked about wanting to do something kind of different, kind of out of our purview. I'm a big action figure collector. Erik grew up around action figures because his dad collected, and so we just wanted to try our hand at it.
Yeah. I just think the ones I did see, I feel like they didn't go into enough detail with the action figure from the ones I've seen on YouTube. So I just wanted to maybe, like I said, I think we can maybe give a different perspective on this.
Yeah, you know, the other ones that I watched, I found, you know, they're fine. I just don't know. I don't know. I just want to do something and see if we can try our hand at it.
Yeah, exactly.
So first we have this Psylocke Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select action figure. It's brand new. Just came out in July. And right off the bat, the box is beautiful. The figure looks, you know, just in the... I'm a guy who keeps my figures in the box, so I don't really open them I keep them to display.
Yes.
And we're going to open this for you guys. Actually, Erik's going to open it.
Roman can't bring himself to do it.
I'm going to turn my face. I don't even want to see it happen. But when I saw when this came into the shop, I saw this and I said, wow, like we got to open this figure.
Yeah, he texted me a picture of it. I'm like, that's beautiful.
We got to open this figure. So, right off the bat, we have some cool information on the back, just about the character slightly. You can kind of see what the figure is supposed to look like outside of the box. And here you can see there's a Rogue in this set and a Beast in this set, which I have, but I don't have one to open yet. So we'll try to find one for you guys. But as you can see in the backgrounds here, it looks like, you know, Danger Room type equipment.
Yeah.
There's some nice box art on the side. I don't recognize the artist, but I thought that was a pretty cool picture of our telepathic assassin here. As you can see, another reason why we're gonna open it is because, you know, my stuff's got to be real nice, guys. I can't have these bent hooks unless it's the only one I can find. So I'm doing this without having bought another one, and so we're really putting fate. We're leaving it to fate, you know, if I can find another one. And even up here, you can see there's some nice Jim Lee art from back in the day.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, some nice Jim Lee art from back in the day. Could be Mark Silvestri, but it looks like Jim Lee to me.
It looks like from that series of X-Men he drew in the
90s. Yeah. Very much so. Well, Erik, if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if we can get this thing open.
For sure.
And
you might want to turn your head. And you know what? I don't. Funny enough, I don't know a lot about Psylocke.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't know. I mean, I know she's hot.
Yes, she's a very, very hot character.
Yeah.
Drawn really well, provocative costume there. I love purple. I think purple is such a cool color design for somebody's costume, and I really like the pink energy, and we'll see that on some of the figures here in a second. Just a little back story for you guys on the character. Psylocke, her real name is Elizabeth Braddock, and her brother is actually Captain Britain. For those of you who are familiar with that character.
Excalibur fame.
Excalibur fame, that's correct. And Elizabeth, or Betsy, were her first appearance was in 1976 in Captain Britain #8, written by Chris Claremont and Herb Trimpe. Chris Claremont, of all great X-Men fame, nearly everything you remember about X-Men is because of Chris Claremont.
That's right.
And then Herb Trimpe, who helped create the look of Wolverine and Hulk 181.
That's right.
So, you know, just some knowledge for you there. Her backstory is a little convoluted. She's actually British, but at one point in the comics...
What?
And she looks real Asian in this. I can tell.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
You guys know what's going on. But her mind gets, go ahead, you pull that out of there. Her mind gets kind of put inside this Japanese assassin's body, and then they've just basically had her as an assassin for a long time. You might have these twisty ties back here. Go ahead.
They got this guy, lady, hooked in.
Yeah. So she gets her essence transferred over into this Asian assassin, and she is the kind of Psylocke that we know to this day. Okay. Although recently they did put her back into her British body. Don't ask me how. It's too bizarre. But the character made her initial debut in 1976, and then as Psylocke in 1986 in New Mutants Annual #2.
Excellent.
Eric's going.
I am having a very hard time with this, but
he wanted to open it.
I did. I did not. I was not expecting these ropes. I did not know she got down like this.
Yeah. There's some light bondage going on. With
yeah, so I'm gonna let you
by the feet too.
I'm gonna let you hold on to her while I get the rest of the stuff out.
All right. Where did her hand go? All right, guys. We're kind of getting a little choppy there with the opening of the box, so we just kind of this is part of take 2. All right. So the figure looks great. The joints look, they feel nice and firm, good for posing. You don't really want to keep opening and closing because you're going to weaken those joints. Legs are nice and long. They feel pretty sturdy. I don't know if she can stand by herself per se. Let me focus you up here. There we go. I don't know if she'll stand on her own. Let's see if Eric can get her to stand a little bit. But I like that she doesn't feel, even though she's a dainty looking figure, she doesn't feel dainty.
No.
She's got some weight to her, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
And granted, the base is going to help her stand. I was just curious if she would stand on her own. Okay.
Not happening.
I like the minor details in here on how the wraps are a little different on each leg.
Yeah.
I think that looks good. The flesh tone looks really nice. The face looks good, but it is a little dead. Which I think Eric...
She looks like Aeon Flux.
She does look a little Aeon Fluxy. Like if you were to cut here, you could really make a custom Aeon Flux out of this.
Yeah.
For all you customizers out there, maybe it's something for you. The ankle joint's okay. It's very firm. This one's pretty loose on the left. What do you think about this kind of yellow...
that was the one thing I was going to ask you, too. I don't like it.
I don't care for it. It does harken back to the 90s, especially...
when they had those yellow costumes.
Yes, but for a ninja, it just definitely clashes. It definitely clashes. The sword is removable.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
That's
that.
very cool.
Sweet.
It does not fit in any of these hands, but we do have some other hands.
Yes, we do.
I'm just going to set her down there for a second, just a little on screen. So we do have a couple different sets of hands here that look pretty cool. So we got some fists, so those should hold the swords well. And I'm going to give those to you, Eric. And after we go through these hands, why don't you go ahead and put those hands on and see if we can get the sword in.
Sounds like a plan.
So those were like grip fists. These are like punching fists.
Yeah.
They look good. And then...
And some more of these...
kind of...
less open hands?
Yeah, less open hands, jazz hands. Maybe she's going to pinch you. These might be pinching hands. Yeah. All right.
And then...
Oh, yes. For the psionic blade, I love that. I love pink-looking energy in comics. I think it actually looks really good. I think it pops really well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get those fists on there.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
And which hand does that go into?
Just go ahead and switch. This is going to be her right hand. This device here. But the color on it looks great. The sharpness of it. In the comics, it looks like it's almost coming like a middle finger blade, which I love. So we'll get that one hooked on. And then she does have an alternate head, kind of showcasing, and it doesn't stay on there great, but this is the alternate head, so it's got a little bit more emotion going on. I love that. And then you got this piece that kind of does her butterfly effect here, and it doesn't really go on great.
Is that in a certain comic, or does that just happen all the time with her?
It's more like when when she's getting down to business, but sometimes but sometimes when she just is going into somebody's mind, like that's just kind of the projection of her abilities. You can kind of You get, even in the X-Men First Class movies, you get kind of bored of Xavier putting his fingers on his temple. So this is just a cool way to...
That's true, man.
This is a cool way to visualize her powers being used and useful. So I'm going to hand that...
Then let's talk about this awesome base, too, man.
All right. Let's see if you can put the new head on, too.
For sure.
So this is the base. It looks like it goes with the rest of those figures on the back, the Rogue and the Beast. And it's cool. It's like a little Wing Chun dummy. For those of you that don't know, this would be a Bruce Lee martial arts thing, but these are kind of, they act as arms, help you for blocking, and this is like a leg for kicking, and you're going to hit in spots here, but it's just a cool way to show just some some Asian fighting. Like, they want you to know this chick is Asian, yeah. Yeah, and it looks like it'll probably connect with as you can see here. It looks like it might connect with the Beast and the Rogue and some future figures that come out.
Definitely.
It's
pretty cool.
It's
Danger Room.
very much so. Yeah, this looks like a Danger Room piece. It's very light, and it doesn't feel very sturdy. Like you can even see stress marks here where this goes in. But it is cool, and I dig it especially.
Yeah.
I do like the attention to detail on it, where it looks very mechanical, but then it looks very, very practical.
Right.
So here we go. Eric hooked us up, man. We have got this version of Betsy. She's ready. This one's ready for war. Okay.
Yeah.
This one is ready for war. I was wondering, she does have feet peg holes here.
Yep.
But I don't really see a place on the
them.
base for her to stand with it. But I bet you I can prop her up.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, and she will look pretty dang cool. Let's get in close. Fix that up a bit. But that is awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Now let's see if we can get a straight on look for her, for you guys. Sorry guys, this is the first one.
Yep.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out.
I was just really stoked on this figure. I was like, I really want to do a review on it.
So what do you think, Eric? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you feel about this figure?
For me, I'm going to say about an 8.
Oh, really?
Okay. The yellow.
The yellow is a little
sheath
off-putting.
and belt kind of throws it off. It's a little hard to pose her.
Yeah, that's true. But these hand grips are pretty good.
It holds the sword perfect. The detail on this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Man. It's straight out of a Jim Lee.
It does.
You know.
It takes me to a place in time in comics
For sure.
that I really enjoy.
Yeah, and it's very cool. Very impressed with this.
And I like how this is like wrapped. It looks like wraps.
That's right.
But it looks like yellow wraps, and I'm not super into that.
Right.
I actually like the yellow pockets, but I don't care for the yellow sheath for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if they would have maybe just did that, any other color would be fine, except for a bright color.
Yeah.
But very cool, man.
Yeah.
And I'm digging the base as well. It's just such an awesome detail to, like you said, display her martial arts prowess.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And it just makes for fun. And these are $27.99 retail, so they are not really on the cheap side for kids.
But this is not like an action figure for your child. This is something for display.
Yes.
If you're a huge Psylocke fan,
this is the best
for
Psylocke
you.
figure I've seen.
For sure.
This is the best Psylocke figure I've seen.
This surpasses the Marvel Legend from Toy Biz, I believe.
Yes, definitely. But we have had some from Hasbro.
We have,
and maybe if we find another one, we can do a comparison.
That would be
video
great.
for those.
But yeah, as it stands, I'm very impressed with this figure. It's very awesome. I think it's proportionally, it's great. In the comics, her character is known for her very spindly body.
Yeah,
and they did a very good job getting that. She's supposed to be. She's a ninja. She's
Yeah,
sleek.
There you go.
Move through. And I think this facial expression gets across that she's a little angry right there.
It's
remove her.
It's much better there.
Yeah, she looks like she's gonna mess you up.
Yeah. Now this kind of face accessory doesn't fit on there great, but you can see the sculpt on this face even more now. Like Eric was saying, it does have some great facial features, but as you can see with this piece, it is
It doesn't fit on there as well.
Yeah, it's not the best. It is not the best feeling. Like it doesn't even hook into anything. Like this just kind of wedges in between the hair and the scalp. But it is cool looking. It just doesn't look very practical to put in.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, kids, I think I like that comparison there. That is going to be our toy review for this Psylocke Marvel Select from Diamond Select Toys.
Yep.
Let us know what you think of this. We want to do more of this.
Yeah.
And guys, I promise you, we will get better as we get going. And if there's a toy that you would like us to review, please put it in the comment section. If you like what we're doing, please hit the comment, subscribe, give us a like, and again, leave us some comments to let us know on some other future things you'd like us to do. For the REC Toycast, I have been your host, Roman Chavez.
Still Eric Icarus.
And guys, thanks for tuning in.